welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there. Ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Mayava. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Scanning the field, it's Maiava. Finds his man, it's Sanders. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Caught near the sticks, it's Lemon. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
Extending the play. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Get ready, Reese, to call this guy's name out a lot in this one because he is the go-to guy. This is the stud player on offense, lining up in the slot where the quarterback is going to look more often than not. He's one of the biggest playmakers they have, and the defense needs to be ready for him.
The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Plucks it out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. A strike downfield. They stay. Aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Good timing on the quick out. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Lane. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 4. First down for the offense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lemon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got the first down himself. Open space at the 25. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Unloads quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Touchdown USC! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Batir. The throw. That's caught. It's Burks.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route, they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice beat?
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They go to the ground. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one play fake. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Mateer. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Now, a 4th down.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the back.